Alright, listen up, future world travelers. You're planning a trip to Belgium, right? The land of incredible chocolate, mind-blowing beer, and fries that will change your life. But hold up. Before you pack your bags and book that flight, there are some absolutely critical things you need to know. Things you should never ever do in Belgium, unless you want to look like a total tourist. Trust me, you want to stick around for this. We're diving deep into Belgian culture, and I promise, it's going to be a wild ride. First up, and this is a big one, whatever you do, do not call them French fries. Seriously, it's a major no-no. Belgians invented these golden, crispy delights, and they're called Belgian fries or simply frites. They're thicker, fried twice for ultimate crispiness, and usually served in a paper cone. Calling them French fries is like calling a pizza a flatbread with stuff on it. It just doesn't do them justice, and you'll definitely get some side-eye. Embrace the frites, people. Okay, sticking with the fries for a second, because this is crucial, you never ever just default to ketchup for your frites. While it's available, the traditional, and frankly superior, dipping sauce in Belgium is mayonnaise. Oh, but not just any mayo. We're talking rich, creamy, often homemade Belgian mayonnaise. There are also a ton of other delicious sauces, from Andalous to Samurai, but mayo is king. So, put down that ketchup bottle and open your mind, and your taste buds, to the true Belgian fry experience. Moving on to another liquid gold, Belgian beer. This isn't just a drink, it's a way of life, an art form, a national treasure. So, you should never, ever disrespect the beer culture. That means no chugging, no asking for a simple lager when there are thousands of unique, complex brews, and definitely no complaining about the price of a meticulously crafted Trappist ale. Appreciate the history, the variety, and the sheer dedication that goes into every glass. It's a journey, not just a refreshment. And speaking of beer, this is crucial, never ignore the proper beer glass. Seriously, every Belgian beer has its own specific glass, designed to enhance its aroma, flavor, and even its head retention. A tulip glass for a strong ale, a chalice for a Trappist, a flute for a lambic, it's all part of the experience. Asking for your Westmalle in a generic pint glass is like drinking champagne from a coffee mug. It just doesn't work. The right glass isn't snobbery, it's science and tradition working in harmony. Here's one that catches many tourists off guard: never expect free tap water in restaurants. In Belgium, like many parts of Europe, it's very common to pay for bottled water, even if you're just asking for still water. Asking for robinet water, tap water, might get you a strange look, or they might bring you a small glass, but often, you'll be offered a menu of bottled waters. So, be prepared to factor that into your dining budget. It's not a scam, it's just how things are done. Tipping etiquette can be tricky anywhere, but in Belgium, you should never overtip or undertip without understanding the local custom. Service charges are usually included in the bill, so a tip isn't strictly mandatory. However, rounding up to the nearest euro or leaving a small amount for exceptional service is always appreciated. We're talking a few euros, not a huge percentage. Don't feel pressured to leave a massive tip, but don't just leave exact change and run either. A happy medium is key. Here's a hilarious one: never underestimate mannequin Peace. Or rather, never expect him to be this grand, towering monument. This little guy, the famous peeing statue in Brussels, is surprisingly, adorably small. Many tourists rush to see him, only to be surprised by his modest stature. But that's part of his charm. He's a symbol of Brussels' humor and rebellious spirit. So, go see him, get your photo, but adjust your expectations. He might be small, but his cultural impact is huge. This is a big travel blunder: never only visit Brussels. While Brussels is fantastic, hello grand place, waffles, and chocolate, Belgium has so much more to offer. You'd be missing out on fairy tale cities like Bruges with its canals, the vibrant student city of Ghent, or the fashion-forward hub of Antwerp. Each city has its own unique charm, history, and culinary delights. Branch out. Explore. Belgium is compact, making day trips incredibly easy. Don't limit your adventure. Okay, this is sensitive but important. Never ignore the linguistic divide. Belgium is split between Dutch-speaking Flanders in the north and French-speaking Wallonia in the south, with Brussels being officially bilingual. It's a huge part of their cultural identity. Assuming everyone speaks French everywhere, or Dutch everywhere, can be a major faux pas. Try to learn a few basic phrases in the local language of the region you're in, or at least be aware. Politeness goes a long way, and acknowledging their heritage is key. Next up, you should never be overly loud or boisterous in public. Belgians generally appreciate a more reserved and polite demeanor. While a lively conversation is fine, shouting, loud phone calls, or drawing excessive attention to yourself in a restaurant, on public transport, or in a museum is generally frowned upon. This isn't to say they're unfriendly, quite the opposite. They just value a certain level of calm and respect for shared spaces. Keep your inside voice on the outside, and you'll fit right in. Here's a practical tip: never forget your umbrella. Or a good waterproof jacket, for that matter. Belgium's weather is notoriously unpredictable. One minute it's sunny, the next you could be caught in a sudden downpour. Don't let a little rain dampen your spirits, literally. Always be prepared, even if the forecast looks clear. It's better to carry it and not need it, than to need it and be completely soaked while trying to enjoy a beautiful square or a historic monument. Be smart, be dry. This should be a no-brainer, but I'm going to say it anyway: never skip the waffles or chocolate. I mean, what are you even doing in Belgium if you don't indulge in these iconic treats? But here's the catch: know your waffles. There are two main types: the crisp, rectangular Brussels waffle and the dense, chewy Liège waffle with its pearl sugar. And for chocolate, seek out artisan chocolatiers, not just supermarket brands. This isn't just dessert, it's a cultural experience you absolutely cannot miss. Indulge. Alright, listen up, pedestrians. In Belgium, you should never jaywalk carelessly. Cities like Ghent, Antwerp, and even parts of Brussels have fantastic cycling infrastructure, and cyclists can be everywhere, and they move fast. Not only is it against the rules in many places, but it's genuinely dangerous. Always use designated crossings, pay attention to traffic lights, and double-check for bikes, especially in bike lanes. Respect the flow, stay safe, and avoid any unwanted collisions or angry bell rings. This one is subtle but important: never compare Belgians to their neighbors, neither the Dutch, the French, nor the Germans. Belgians have a very distinct identity, shaped by their unique history, languages, and cultures. While they share borders and some influences, they are fiercely proud of being Belgian. So, avoid comments like, "Oh, this is just like in France," or "You guys are basically Dutch, right?" Appreciate Belgium for what it is: wonderfully, uniquely Belgian. They're their own fantastic thing. Alright, pay close attention if you're using public transport. Never neglect to validate your ticket. Whether it's a train, tram, or bus, you must validate your ticket before or upon boarding. Failing to do so, even if you have a valid ticket, can result in hefty fines. It's not enough to simply buy the ticket, you need to activate it. Look for the small validation machines at station entrances or on board the vehicles. A quick scan or punch, and you're good to go. Save yourself the trouble and the cash. Here's a lifestyle pointer: never rush your meals or your shopping. Belgians generally take their time to enjoy good food and a relaxed shopping experience. Lunch isn't a grab-and-go affair, it's a moment to savor. Similarly, shopkeepers appreciate unhurried browsing rather than a mad dash. This isn't New York, embrace the slower pace. It's an opportunity to truly immerse yourself in the local rhythm, enjoy a lingering coffee, or discover unique boutiques without the stress. Slow down, breathe, and enjoy. Alright, last but not least, never ignore Belgian politeness. Belgians are generally very polite and reserved, and a little bit of courtesy goes a long way. Always use bonjour /goedendag, hello, merci /thank you, and s'il vous plaît /alstublieft, please. Make eye contact, offer a friendly smile, and avoid direct confrontation. This doesn't mean being overly formal, but showing basic respect and consideration will open so many doors and lead to much more pleasant interactions. Be kind, be polite, be Belgian ready. Phew! We've covered a lot, haven't we? From French fries to polite smiles, these tips are your golden ticket to truly enjoying Belgium like a local. Now you're equipped with the knowledge to navigate their unique culture with confidence and respect. So go on, book that trip, explore those beautiful cities, indulge in the incredible food and drink, and make some unforgettable memories. Belgium is an absolute gem, and with these never dos under your belt, you're ready to experience it like a pro. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome travel tips. See you on the next adventure.